Hello everyone, myself Manish Kumar, Section DO First Sem, Branch Computer Science and Engineering, Data Science, Subject Principles of Programming C, Topic Structure of C Program, Quadratic Equation, Difference between while loop and do while loop syntax. Let us discuss about the structure of C program, quadratic equation, difference between while loop and do while loop syntax. Let us discuss about introduction to C programming. C is a high-level programming language, widely used for system and application software development. It provides low-level access to memory and highly portable across different platforms. Understanding the structure of a C program is essential for writing efficient and effective code. Basic structure of a C program. A C program consists of functions, with main functions being the entry of a point of execution. It includes preprocessor directives, variable, declarations, functions, definitions, and statements. The basic syntax follows a specific format, including the use of a semicolon to terminate statements. Components of a C program. Preprocessor directive tells the compiler to include libraries or define macro before completion. The main function houses the code that will be executed when the program runs. Statement inside the main function executed sequentially unless control structure modified the flow. Examples of a simple C program. Here is a basic example of a C program. Hash include stdio.h, int main, printf, hello world, return 0. These program includes the standard input and output libraries and printing the greeting messages. Introduction to quadratic equation. A quadratic equation is a polynomial equation of the form of ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. The coefficients a, b and c are real numbers with not equal to 0. Quadratic equation can have 2, 1 or no real roots depending on the discriminant. Solving quadratic equations. The quadratic equation formula x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, providing the solution for x. The discriminant b square minus 4ac determines the nature of a root. If the discriminant is positive, there are two distinct roots, real roots. If 0, 1 real root. If negative, no real root. Examples of solving a quadratic equation. Considering the equation 2x square minus 4x minus 6 equals to 0. Using the quadratic formula, we can find the root by substituting a equals to b equals to minus 4 and c equals to minus 6. The discriminant in the case is calculated to analyze the nature of the roots. Practical applications of a quadratic equations. Quadratic equation can model various real-life situations, such as projectile motions. They are also used in optimizing areas, volumes, and in financial calculations. Understanding their solution can providing the critical insights in science and engineering. Introduction to loops in C. Loops allows for the execution of a block of code multiplies times based on a condition. The two common types of loops in C are while loop and do while loops. Each type has its specific use causes and syntax difference that are important to understand. While loop syntax. A while loop continues to execute as long as its condition evaluates to true. The basic syntax is while condition code to execute. If the condition is false from the beginning, the loop body may not be executed. Do while loop syntax. A do while loop executes the block of a code at least once before checking the condition. The basic syntax is do code to execute while condition. This ensures that the code within the loop runs at least one time at a given of the condition. Key differences between while and do while loops. The primary difference lies in while when the condition is evaluated before execution for while and after for do while. It means that a do while loop guarantees at least one execution of the loop body. While loop are better suited for case where the number of iteration is not known in advance. Use case of while loop. While loops are often used for reading input until a certain condition is met. They are suitable for scenarios where the exact number of iteration cannot be predicted. Common examples including search through the data or continuously promoting for user input. Use cases of do while loop. Do while loops are useful in scenarios where at least one iteration is necessary, like menu selections. They are often used for input validation to ensure that user is promoted at least once. This makes them ideal for interactive application where user feedback is required. Summary of key points. Understanding the structure of C programming is a fundamental to programming effectively. Quadratic equations are essential in mathematics and have a practical applications in a various fields. Knowing the differences between while and do while loops can enhance control flow in a C programming. Questions and discussions. Feel free to ask any question regarding the topic we have covered today. Discussion on real world applications of C programming and quadratic equation is encouraged. Let us explore further how loops can optimize our code and enhancing it functionally. This presentation structures covers the requested topics in a clear and organized manner.